Welcome to this presentation on intracranial hemorrhage. The hemorrhages that we're going to look at in this presentation are going to be space-occupying hemorrhages, and there are going to be three forms of these space-occupying hemorrhages. One form is that of the epidural hematoma, as we see here. A second form of a space-occupying hemorrhage is the subdural hematoma, labeled here on the right side. And then the third and final form of a space-occupying lesion is going to be the subarachnoid hematoma. This particular slide allows you to understand how there can be a bleed or a hemorrhage into the subarachnoid space. These are going to be due, as we see here, in the area of the circle of Willis. And if we blow this up and zoom in, you can see that there's an arterial defect. There's a weakening of the wall at a branching point within the circle of Willis. And as a result of this weakening, there's going to be an aneurysm. So you see this outpouching of the wall here. And if this ruptures, you will then get a bleed in the subarachnoid space.